Hey guys, welcome back to Shelby's Diary. It is Shelby here. How you guys doing? So let me go ahead and give a disclosure. Y'all, I'm eating string cheese and I stole some of my baby Doritos, so I'm gonna be snacking during this video. But before, and I know y'all looking in my hair like, Shelby, what's going on? Now, if I have not made it perfectly clear already, tomorrow is your girl's birthday. Round of applause, please. So, I haven't did anything to my hair. I mean, I'm going to wash it and stuff like that, but I'm going to be getting my hair done, like a special hairdo, or a special hair, something special is going to be did to my hair that I've never done before. So by the time this video is up, my hair will be either in the process of being done or it'll already be done. But if not either one of those, I'm debating on whether or not I want to get it did today, or do I want to wait until my birthday and actually go get it did tomorrow. So it'll be like super cute, super fresh, you know. So that's why my hair isn't done, and I didn't want to. I mean, I already have to wash my hair, and if you guys can tell, like, my hair is like already dirty as is, and I didn't want to like pack gel on top of dirt, like make it 10 times harder than what it already is gonna have to be to wash my hair. So yeah, so I wanted to give you a little disclosure before I started the video. That is why your girl here is looking up for me. But all my real ones out there, we just gonna overlook the fro. We're gonna carry on with the video. So let's get into the video. Woo.
Cause I don't know what I would do if I didn't have you by my side. It wouldn't feel like paradise.
So, wait a minute, I'm thirsty. Got a little ice. Anyways, so this video is going to be basically me talking about how to get over a breakup, or my advice on how to get over a breakup. So I'm not gonna go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like from the most important to the least important, because all of them I feel are as equally important, as like they're all equally important. Like there's not one that you should do more than the other, or look at that red string right here. There's not one that you should do more than the other or anything like that. I feel like you have to collectively do all of these things together together in order to get the results that you're looking for, so that you can move on with your life. So let's get right into it. Number 1. Okay, so one big key thing that I say is very important in regards to getting over a breakup, or like moving on with your life, I would say it is knowing your worth. And I say that because, and I'm pretty sure if you're that girl that has, oh God, I don't mind my smack. You know, these bases, I really shouldn't be eating these mac and items, but that's so good, so don't mind my smacking. But if you're that girl that literally is going from YouTuber to YouTuber, channel to channel, watching every how to get over a breakup video that you possibly can, every single video that you have watched, every person has said you have to know your worth. And that is the God-loving truth. Because once you know your worth, you start to realize, once you know your worth, you start to hold your head up, and you start having more integrity about yourself, and you know what you deserve. You realize, you start to realize and come into who you are as a person. You realize what you will and what you will not accept in a relationship, out of a relationship, or even in the talking stage. Because what a lot of people don't understand, the way, if you're like as a female or as a male, when you're in the talking stage with somebody, the way they act in the talking stage, if they're being disrespectful while y'all are talking, 10 times out of 10, they're gonna be disrespectful when you get in a relationship. If they're not putting in any effort, or they're not affectionate, or they don't show you, or basically putting in any effort to show you that you're important, or prioritizing you two's quality time or anything like that, 9 times out of 10, the same bad habits that they have while you're talking are gonna be the same bad habits they're gonna have when you're in a relationship. Because when you're in the talking stage with somebody, like I'm different from everybody else. And that's probably part of the reason why I have been single for so long. When I talk to someone, I'm not talking to you just to waste time, or just to say that I talked to somebody. If I talk to you, that means I potentially see myself being with you in the future, or I potentially, you know what I'm saying, I see me and you together. You know what I'm saying? I see it. So, I just lost my train of thought. I hate when it happens. But anyways, yeah. You have got to know your worth, ladies. Fellas too. Whether you be male or female, you have got to know your worth. Because when you don't know your worth, and you start to settle, and then you start to accept things that you know you have no business accepting, but you feel like you got it, like, well, I'm gonna accept it, because if I don't accept it, I'm gonna be by myself. You've got to know I'm not gonna be able to eat this candy on camera, y'all, because I'm gonna be all in my mouth. I'm gonna leave these alone. But okay. But you have to know your worth. You have to you have to know your worth. You have got to know that you deserve respect, and you deserve, someone to treat you like a human being, someone to treat you, you know what I'm saying? You should hold yourself to a standard. You should hold people to a standard. I know it's this saying going around, if you don't have expectations for people, then that leaves no room for disappointment. True, but if you also don't have expectations for people, then guess what? You find yourself accepting a person for whatever it is that they're giving you, regardless if it's good or it's bad. So you have to have some type of expectation for a person. You have to hold people to some sort of form of a standard. Because if not, you find yourself dealing with way more than what you wanted to deal with, way more than what you should be dealing with. Moving right along. Aside to knowing your worth, another key factor to getting over a breakup, you have to want to get over the breakup. And I know you're going to be like, well, if I break up, I don't want to get over it, or I don't, you know what I'm saying? Wanting to get over the breakup is something that should come after, you know what I'm saying? After you realizing when you break up with somebody, sometimes you got to be like, hold up, back the fuck up. I got to remember who I am. Like, y'all hear my baby crying? Like, with me personally, I really had to get to that point to where like I became very selfish with my time and what I gave my attention to. And once I became very selfish and I started dwelling on myself and I started meditating, with God on me and who I am as a person. And then I found out myself, once I found that self-worth, like you literally realizing your self-worth is basically like you literally have to go back and check yourself. Like, girl, you done forgot who you are. You done forgot what you deserve. You know what I'm saying? So another key factor after knowing your worth, I would say, is you have to want to get over you have to want to get over that relationship. You have to want to get out of that relationship. You have to want better than that relationship, because you can easily know your worth, and then you can know that you deserve more than what a person is giving you, but then you still go back to them because you want better, but you don't want to let go of them. You understand? And I dealt with that in my break. Like, I would notice how I was just like, oh my God, I deserve so much more than this. And you know, and then it got to the point where he would even tell me that you're a good girl, you deserve more than what I'm giving you. You know what I'm saying? And even though, you know, I was saying that I know I deserved better, I knew I deserved more, I shouldn't be getting treated like this, he shouldn't be talking to me like this, you know, I found, like, even though I knew that, I still did not want to let go of what him and I had. You know what I'm saying? So I would say that's another key factor. You have to know your self-worth, and then you also have to want better than what you already have or what you already had. Because if not, if you don't want better than what you already had, you're either A, gonna go back to that same toxic relationship, or you're gonna find yourself talking to another person, and then and before you know it, you're gonna wake up one day and you're gonna be like, damn, how did I find myself back in this same situation with a different person? So you gotta want to be out of that situation. You have to want it. Moving on to step 3. I said step. Moving on to number 3. Another thing that I would say, how to get over a breakup, and this is something that I had, it was something that I had to learn with time. You have to, you know how they say the best way to get over one man is to get up under another one. I don't know if anybody else's grandmas or aunties or cousins, older cousins has said that to them, but that was a saying that I've heard a lot. The best way to get over one man is to get over nothing. I completely disagree with that. I completely disagree with it. But one thing that I will say is, when you let go of something toxic, when you let go of a bad habit, you have to pick up a good habit. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when you let go of something you don't need, you have to grasp something that you do need. So, like, okay, like me, and I'll use myself, perfect example. When I stopped talking to a guy, or to my child's father, you know, because that was a toxic relationship for him and for I. After I stopped talking to him, I had all this time on my hand. And in that time on your hand, or in the time on my hand, I found myself dwelling on the relationship. Oh, I miss this about him. I miss that. Oh my God, I wonder if he's still thinking about me like I'm thinking about him. And then you slowly but surely find yourself getting sucked back into the same, that toxic relationship, because you gave yourself a huge window of nothing but time to literally make up an excuse on why you should go back. So I would say that once you have broken up with somebody, and then you find your self-worth, then you find your self-worth, and after you find your self-worth, you realize that you really do want better. You really want a better relationship, or you really just want to be in a better situation than what you're in. The next thing I would say that is important is to find positive distractions. You have to have positive distractions. Like me, when I was dealing with my breakup or whatever, I found myself, you know, I was going out with friends. I picked up, you know, I started back singing more. I started writing more. I started back focusing on working out, like going to the gym. Like it's you just have to find something to keep your mind off, because a breakup is, I really think that's one of the hardest things to deal with in life. It's not the hardest, but it is up there with the hardest things to deal with in life. Because, like, you know, you invest so much time into one person, and you invest so much of yourself. Like, you literally like you're attaching your soul and your spirit to this person. And then when you break up, it's literally the detaching and the ripping and the tearing of your hearts and your minds and your souls and your spirits, especially if you done had sex with them. That make it 10 times harder if you done had sex with the person, because you, like, you know, when you're having sex with someone, that's a blood covenant. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot that goes into it, but you have to find positive distractions. You have to find positive distractions. You have to keep yourself busy so you won't think about it. And over time, now I'm not saying the first week where you got a distraction, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, it's still gonna be hard. It's still gonna be hard. But in the process of it being hard, that's where you go back to number 2, where I said you have to want better. You gotta want it. So yeah. There are a lot of more other things that I could say, like good ways to get over a breakup. But honestly, me personally, those are my top 3. I feel like if you has broken up with you, so number 1, you've got to know your self-worth. You've got to know your self-worth. Know that you are beautiful. Regardless of how bad the relationship ended, regardless of why the relationship ended, oh, she cheated, he cheated, they told me I wasn't enough. Like, regardless of what it may have been, you have to know that outside, I am awesome. Whether this relationship works out or not, I am the bomb dot diggity motherfucking calm. Okay? You've got to know that you're worth so much more than a relationship. You're worth so much more than being broken up with. So outside of knowing your worth, then you also have to, like, you literally have to dig deep inside your soul, your spirit, deep down at the bottom of your heart. And you have to get to that place to where you really genuinely want to do better. Don't be okay with the relationship because you feel like, well, once they see that I don't care, they gonna want me back. No, because then you're doing it for the wrong reasons, and then you're gonna find yourself back at square one, crying and hurt. So you gotta know your self-worth. Then you have to, like, genuinely want to be in a better situation. You gotta want it. Not wanting it is I think that's gonna be the number 1 reason why, if you are dealing with the breakup, that's going to be the number 1 reason why. That's going to determine how long you deal with the breakup. Like me personally, I dealt with mine years, and that's because for years I didn't want to move on. I was okay with him and I not being together, but I didn't want to move on. I feel like eventually we will be back together. Like, I'm okay with being with myself. I'm okay with him dealing with other people. Eventually he'll find his way back home. You can't be like that. Don't be like me. And that's why I'm like, don't do what I did. Okay? So you have to genuinely want to get out of, you have to genuinely want better for yourself. Whether it be in another relationship or whether it be individually as a person. Okay? Then last but not least, positive, say it with me, positive distractions. Now, don't replace no negative distraction with another negative. You done got broke up with from one food and you hop to another food. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. But positive distractions, become more in tune with yourself. Learn yourself again. Figure out what you do like, what you don't like. There might be something out here when you were in the relationship that you wanted to try but didn't because they didn't want to. Go try that. Go try that. Find new hobbies. Pick up old hobbies that you used to love. Like me, singing was my first. If my family is watching this, they know I used to sing, baby. You couldn't tell me nothing. I just knew I was gonna be the next Beyonce. If you laughed, to hell with you. But I knew that in my heart. And then I let go of it. But with the breakup, I picked that back up. But that's positive distractions, people. I can ramble all day long about this, but those are the number 3 steps to getting over a breakup for me. Now, some of you may watch the video and you may disagree, and that's totally fine because everyone is different and we grieve and we go through things differently. we process stuff differently, so everyone is different, but that's what helped me in my situation. So that's all for today's video, people. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much. Also, wish your girl a happy birthday. Y'all, I'm so excited. I'm gonna be the big 2-3. What they call it, Jordan year. I don't really like Michael Jordan like that, and I know a lot of y'all gonna roast me for saying that. I mean, I don't dislike him. I just don't really know much about him. I wasn't a Michael Jordan fan for real. I like his tennis shoes though. I love his tennis shoes. But anyways, y'all, I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
'Cause I don't